Hello. In this video, we'll provide an overview of how to manage agreements in IREx. IREx supports the use of any reliance agreement on a study. In addition to supporting the SMART IRB agreement, IREx also supports the use of other reliance agreements such as IAAs and MOUs. In fact, IREx is flexible enough to support the use of the SMART IRB agreement and another reliance agreement on the same study. IREx can also be used to track whether sites have executed an indemnification agreement, including the SMART Indemnification Addendum. A note on the SMART IRB agreement. IREx supports SMART versions 1 and 2 for any reliances established before March 17, 2025, and supports SMART version 3 for any study created on or after March 17, 2025. Both reliance and indemnification agreements may be study-specific or broad, meaning they apply to multiple studies. To get started, the SIRB indicates what reliance agreements they want to offer on a study in the IREx study setup. Indicate the appropriate agreements, the SMART IRB agreement and/or an other reliance agreement. If other reliance agreement is chosen, there is the option to choose an existing broad agreement if applicable, or to add a new agreement. If adding a new agreement, enter the relevant details. Indicate whether or not indemnification is required of any site on the study. If indemnification is required, choose an existing agreement or enter the relevant details for a new agreement. Once sites are listed on the study, the SIRB can see their agreement statuses on the Status Summary tab by Agreements Complete for each site. Here, determine if each site has already signed the required reliance agreement, indemnification agreement, if applicable, and if they have access to IREx. Please note, the SMART IRB agreement is the default agreement if signed. If SMART IRB and another reliance agreement are offered on the same study, sites in SMART IRB will default to the SMART IRB agreement for that study. The same logic follows for the SMART Indemnification Addendum. For sites without a complete reliance agreement, hover over the question mark for more details. If the site is signing the SMART agreement, this will be updated in the IREx system once SMART and IREx administrators have indicated the agreement is signed within their systems. If the site has signed another reliance agreement, click the Plus Agreement button and provide the relevant details. The signed agreement may be uploaded into IREx if desired, but this is not required. The Indemnification Agreements tab of the Study Agreement Manager is where SIRBs indicate that indemnification has been completed as well. Please note the SMART IRB addendum is tracked in the same manner that the SMART IRB agreement is, on a system-wide level. SIRBs can also reach the Study Agreement Manager page by clicking Manage Agreements on the IREx checklist or the Manage Agreements button on the Status Summary tab. As the Relying Site HRPP, you can see what reliance and indemnification agreements are required in the Complete Agreement step of your IREx checklist. From the IREx homepage, you may click Agreements to view and manage all non-SMART agreements for all studies in IREx. On this page, you can view and manage your institution's reliance agreements, view and manage your institution's indemnification agreements, and view other institutions' agreements that your institution needs to sign or has executed. If you have further questions, please email us at admin@irbexchange.org. Thanks for watching.